Stick with me as I discover some new Star Wars residual. I've never actually done any sort of Mandela proof stories because there's just so many on the internet. It didn't seem like something I needed to add to. But this one fell into my lap. I discovered some residual left over about Star Wars, which a lot of you guys already know about and have heard 1,000 times, but you might not have seen these examples, and I think I have some of the best examples yet. So stick with me, and I'm going to walk you through what I found out. I'm at FunSpot, the world's largest arcade, and I'm going to see if I can find some Mandela effect residual in some old games. One of the best places I thought to look for undiscovered things was the video arcade. See, New Hampshire has the largest video arcade in the world. It's called FunSpot. And I like to go there and play classic games because I'm kind of a nerd. But when I was there, I realized, this is probably a good idea to try to find some residual left over. And I kind of struck out all over the place at first. I saw like the Addams Family pinball machine and it spelled the new way, and I was like, I guess that got changed. And of course I found the Monopoly guy, I found the pinball machine, and that got changed. So, and there's like some money push machines and of the Monopoly guy, and he doesn't have his monocle, that got changed. So I was kind of striking out left and right until I thought, maybe I should check the Star Wars machines. And I went all over the place, and they have the old 1980s Star Wars machines still up and running that you can play. And they have the sit-down one where you can actually sit down in it, and it's pretty fun. I really like it. And then they have the stand-up one. And then they have a few others. Like, I was trying to find Return of the Jedi, but there was no luck on that. But what I did find was, I believe it's a 1995 or 1998. I can't remember which year it is, but it's the trilogy one that came out. And it's like on an old cruddy projection screen, and the logo's kind of burnt into the screen because it's so old. So unfortunately the quality's not that great, but I did manage to catch some scenes where you're playing this video game and you're going through Hoth, and all of a sudden C-3PO runs out, and guess what? C-3PO has 2 gold legs, not 1. And he comes out a few times in the game, and you can see these gold legs on him. So, I thought, well, maybe there's some other video games or something, some residual, because people kind of ignore video games. And I thought to look at the pinball machines, and lo and behold, the pinball machine from Star Wars, guess what color C-3PO's legs are? Yeah, both gold. So we got the video games matching up with the old reality because they're all old. I think everything was before 1998. Where I really kicked myself is I had a safe, and it was a coin safe you put in, a robotic coin safe, where R2-D2 and C-3PO would like talk and say, thank you for putting in, this quarter, or whatever they said. I can't remember anymore. It was something like that. But the safe had C-3PO on it, and I just gave it away like 2 years ago to charity. And I'm kind of kicking myself in the head over that. But I went on eBay and looked, and guess what? They're for sale. And all of them have gold legs. It's not just like one. There's a bunch of these left over of this residual, and there's some really good pictures of it. So I think by far that's probably the best gold leg thing anyone's found out there because it's so clear. Take a look at these, and you can go buy one yourself. The last thing I want to point out is my friend Miguel, who I hang out with over in the chat room. By the way, if you didn't know, there's a Mandela Effect chat room. We talk, and he brings out this toy every once in a while, and the toy actually says, Luke, I am your father, not no, I am your father. So this toy somehow survived, and so I'd like to show you that, and I'm going to do a little Google Hangout with him so I can show you this evidence.
Yeah.
So my friend Miguel here, we hang out on chats, and he kept showing off this cool toy or keepsake, and I'm going to have him tell you all about it and show you it. So go ahead, Miguel, take over.
So basically, as I was researching the Mandela effect, I was looking at different things that would actually lead us to the understanding that our reality that we remember is actually the right reality, or the one that we could say like the one in our memory is the same. When I was looking online of anything about The Empire Strikes Back, the one scene where Darth Vader is talking to Luke Skywalker and he says, "Luke, I am your father." I came across this ornament that I saw online, and it said, one of the lines that it says is, "Luke, I am your father," just like the way we remember it. And what's compelling to me is that, right now, as we know, if we look at a movie or even on a VHS tape, it'll say, "No, I am your father." So the line that we remember and the one that is in play right now are two different things. So I do want to point out with this toy that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and show the toy, and then I'll show you the box. So this is the toy. It's actually it's a keepsake. It's an ornament. See on the back of it, it's got a little loophole where you can actually hang it from a Christmas tree or whatever. So it's a keepsake, and on the side of this toy, it's got a little button. I'm going to bring it up close to the camera. That little button that it has on the side, if you press it, it'll say there's two lines that it has on the voice recording on the toy. And one of the lines, of course, it says, "Luke, I am your father." But it's awesome because it actually shows us evidence that this particular toy is like what we call in the Mandela circles is that it's residual. So I want to play it for you, but before I get into that, I want to show you the box that it came in. So in case you guys want to actually buy this toy, I think it's still, you can purchase it on Amazon. So it's a Star Wars keepsake, and I'll bring it down. I don't know how blurry it is right now, but
yeah, I can see it. I remember that I've actually got a couple of the Star Wars keepsakes on my Christmas tree now. I might have to check them, but they put out a whole line of stuff over. I think it was from the late '90s to the early 2000s. Do you remember when this came out? Does it have a year?
This toy actually says, like on the box, it was made in 2005, and
Okay.
by LucasArts nonetheless. So the cool thing is that it's an actual toy from the company that actually, we all come to know that LucasArts was a company that came from the actual company that made Star Wars.
All the residual stuff I've found has all been from earlier than like '98. So this is probably the latest thing that I've ever seen that still has residual. So 2005 is pretty late. So go ahead and show us it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to play this. I'm going to put it as close as I can to the microphone that I have. It's on my webcam, the microphone. So as I play it, I want you guys to pay attention closely to the words, and I guess for yourself, kind of judge for yourself if it's the actor's voice. But to me, it sounds just like the actor's voice. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this I could refer to as residual. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and I'm going to see if you guys be able to listen to it.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, because every time I hear that, I get kind of excited, and to me it was awesome when I saw this. It was like $22 online. So as soon as I heard that, I went ahead and got me a copy of this toy, so I can actually have residual from the Mandela effect. Was really excited when I was kind of excited when I heard it, because I was like, man, this is awesome. We got residual from something that we say that people are telling us that there is no such thing as Luke, I am your father, and it just, this toy was made by LucasArts, and there's, it's compelling evidence to show us that our memories are, are correct.
Thank you so much, Miguel. I appreciate you coming on and doing this for me. And if you find anything else, feel free to let me know.
Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it.
One other small thing I did find is I went back to the Star Wars Christmas special, that terrible tragedy. And I did find a picture of C-3PO in cartoon form. Unfortunately, the C-3PO that appears in the show, they never show his legs. But in the cartoon, they do. And guess what? They're both gold. There is not a silver leg. I hope you enjoyed those residual pieces of Star Wars memorabilia that we dug up. I hadn't seen those before, and I haven't seen them around anywhere, so hopefully you haven't either. They're new to you. The thing about this, though, is I don't really want to do a lot of these videos because I don't need any more proof. There is so many changes out there. I don't need to be convinced anymore. Basically, this stuff is for new people that are still struggling. Is the Mandela effect real or not? Is this really happening? And something like this can help sway them over, get rid of their logical mind in all this and have them move over to their right brain a little. I think it helps to have these documented things, and also because there's so much flip-flopping going on that I might make this video and next week in the video it's changed. Like people have literally watched stuff change as they email each other. So somehow our perception's getting hacked in a way that I think it's important that we document as much stuff as we can find before it disappears or gets changed and fixed or anything. I don't even know at this point. I just think that it's important to keep talking about this stuff. Also, this cat it's like when I turn on the webcam, he just hops up here. I can't even get ready. I mean, look at my hair. It's crazy. This cat just does not want give me a break at all. He really wants to be part of these videos. So there must be a message he's sending to one of you out there. I don't know what he's telling you or talking to your cats, but he is part of this now. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't checked out any of my other videos, please do so. I've got lots of other stories that are not Mandela effect related. And if you do like Mandela stories, I got a lot of those now too. I think we're getting close to 20 stories now on something I was only going to do one story on. So, and if you are new to this and you're struggling and you'd like to find some people that believe you, you don't have to be alone. You can check out our live Thursday night shows. They start at 8 p.m. All you have to do is come to my channel and you'll see a thing called a live stream. It just looks like any other story. You click it, and when you go in, you actually get to chat with people while we are in a live chat too. So we can answer your questions and you get to hang out with the community, meet some cool folks. And if you're really daring, you can even jump on air and ask your question to me. So hopefully you join us for the Thursday night live chat. They seem to be a big hit. Hope to see you there. One last thing, I do have private and unlisted videos over at TarynLupo.com, and all you have to do is sign up over there to see those, and all those are free. So stay positive, support each other, be nice to your cat.